This presentation is not really about me. It's about you. So I'm going to take you on a journey. In order for me to do that, I'm going to need a little cooperation from you guys. First thing I need you to do is I need you to close your eyes. Close your eyes for me because we got to get centered, okay? I want you to go on a trip inside your mind's eye. You have just arrived on this planet Earth. You have no preconceived ideas of what this world is about. I want you to see yourself. I want your eyes closed. You're walking on a beach. There's nothing but sand and water. And like I said, you got no preconceived ideas of what this world is about. So you're calling out. You're wondering if there's anybody else in the world besides yourself. You're calling out. No one's answering. Suddenly you see something sticking up out of the sand. So you walk closer to find out what it is. And you discover it's a watch. And you get excited. You get excited because you know that for there to be a watch, there has to be a watchmaker. Now open your eyes. Open your eyes. Why is it that we can look at a watch and determine that there's a watchmaker, yet look around this room, look at each other. You were all designed for a similar purpose. You are so much more complicated than a watch, but yet you don't accept that about yourself. You know, we have questions about our purpose, but we don't accept that we already have a purpose and that we have a complicated design and that we're all in this room. The one thing that we have in common is that we're here to share a similar purpose. So I want you to look at your notes. Hopefully you guys are already opened up to that section because like I said, this presentation is about you. I want you to look at your notes. I want you to write that down. I want you to write down, what is your purpose? And it's all going to be a little bit different. We're going to share a similar purpose, but it's all a little bit different for each of us. So write that down. And then throughout this presentation, I'm going to ask you to ask yourself, is that really true? Is that really true? So some of the things that help you to identify your purpose is when we look back on our life, we see like, what is that passion that was born in us early on? For me, I was one of those kids, like many, growing up in a broken home, so I didn't have a father around when I was growing up, and so I had to search for other male role models. I think I was about 5 years old when I discovered Rocky and Hulk Hogan, okay? And I can still remember, I remember everybody in the room, I'm checking ages real quick. So there are some people in here that are going to know what I'm talking about when I say cassette tape, right? So I had this cassette tape, right? And it was like, come on, you little Hulkamaniacs. And here I am, like 5 years old. I got the sweatband on. And I'm doing this, like pumping out bicep curls with this little blue weight. But something happened then. I knew early on that getting fit made me feel better on the inside. It was something I wanted to share. I wanted to share it at age 5. I'm like, wow, this is great, you know. Hulkamania is going to run wild on you, you know, there I was. So answer that question as we look at our purpose. Answer that question below. What was that passion that was born in you early on? Could be for helping others. Maybe you had a Hulkamania sweatband too. I'm not sure. How about this one? What's that thing that you're willing to wake up early for? What's that thing you're willing to wake up early for? When I was 15 years old, I had an alarm clock that would go off at 5 a.m. so that I could work out before school. Now, I don't know how many kids in the country were doing that, but I know nobody in my class was doing that. Everybody else was just rolling out of bed just in time to get to school. But I had a sign next to my alarm clock that said, how bad do you want it? And today at Journey Fitness, there are some mornings I wake up at 2:30 a.m. 2:30, check that out. Whoa, right? 2:30 a.m. Yeah. So that I can be to the gym to open it up at 3:45 a.m. for those clients that want to train at 4 a.m. Right? Because you got to be on Lombardi time. You got to be 15 minutes early. So I'll wake up at 2:30 a.m. And if I was not living my purpose, if I saw that alarm clock go off at 2:30, I'd be like, man, I got to figure out how to quit this job. You know what I mean? Right? But I don't. I wake up excited. I'm like, whose life am I going to make a difference in today?